Hey kiddos, it's Miss Belinda. I'm hanging out in the library and I'm going to read a story with you guys today called Martian Rock. So Martian Rock was written by Carol Shields and illustrated by Scott Nash. So Carol wrote the words and Scott drew the pictures for this book. So before the story starts, it shows us a picture of our whole solar system. So this big yellow part is the sun, and then there are 9 planets. All right, so this planet is Earth. That's our planet, that's where we live. Attention all life forms, simple and complex. Tune in your antenna and flex your necks. Our brave explorers of the solar system blast off in 10 seconds. Oh, how we will miss them. Long had they wondered on the red planet Mars if life could exist somewhere else in the stars. Now the moment had come and the great engines roared, and off into space the Voyagers soared. So these guys are from the planet Mars. They're not from planet Earth like us. Their first destination was orb number 9, the outermost planet, so the trip took some time. It was dreary and dark and mostly all granite. They radioed home and said, "No life on this planet." They flew on to 8, the one that's deep blue, and they counted 8 moons. Mars only has 2. The winds howled and whistled and the storms blew snow, and not a life form was in sight, and it was 400 below. That is super duper cold. Do you want to count the 8 planets with me? The 8 moons, not planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Many moons circled 7. They counted 15. And it rolled on its side and it glowed sickly green. It was slushy and smelly with no living things. They flew on to 6. It had bright yellow rings. But those rings were just junk, and the planet was just gas. There was no place to land, so they flew right on past. On 5, it was red-orange. It was magnetic and immense. It was covered with clouds. They were swirling and dense. There was thunder and lightning. They decided, let's beat it. If anything lives here, we don't want to meet it. So they stepped on the gas and they sped towards the sun and didn't slow down till they got to orb number 1. Orb 1 was hotter than blazes. So they set off for 2. It was covered with hazes. But orb 2 was much hotter. It had acid rain pelting. They knew they should leave because their ship started melting. That's super hot. By now, they were homesick. They were filled with despair. They were out of fresh socks and didn't have clean underwear. There's nobody out here. We're all alone. Let's look at orb 3 and then let's go home. So they buzzed the South Pole and saw nothing but snow. "It's cold and it's empty," they said. "Let's just go." Then as the crew sagged, the captain declared, "Wait 1 second. There's something out there." They looked out the window and saw he was right. An alien life form strolled slowly into sight. It came right to the ship with a waddling walk, and it greeted the crew with a nod and a squawk. Then from the horizon more came by the dozens, grandparents, babies, aunts, uncles, and cousins. They surrounded the craft in a jostling pack. The Martians were scared and said, "Are we under attack?" But the life forms were friendly. They were quite unafraid. The Martians soon joined in the games that they played. They'd follow the leader in slippery sliding and tummy toboggan and find me, I'm hiding. They showed off their diving and said, "Come on in." But the Martians did not because Martians can't swim. So the Martians phoned home No need wonder no more. Life has been found on the planet right next door. Their mission was accomplished and the crew had to go. We'll miss you, they said to their friends in the snow. Just keep on evolving and someday you might fly. And you can come visit us. Our planet's close by. Then they left their new friends with a fine souvenir, a lasting reminder. The Martians were here. It's a genuine Martian rock. The end. Here's a picture of all the planets that they visited. And there's the solar system. Remember, we live on planet Earth. All right, thanks for reading with me. I hope you guys are great. See you soon.